All right, so this is a little. Where's the camera? It's right there. This is a little impromptu live with the mask on. Uh, for those of you who have been wondering once again where I've been, um, things are nuts, 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 nuts here in New Orleans. Um, so last time I went live, had some audio problems, and you guys, a few of you guys know about my mom. So I've been kind of really dealing with that situation. Also, we lost power. Um, I lost power on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Wait a minute. I think I can take this off. Yikes. I lost power on Wednesday at about 5 o'clock. We've been out of power here in New Orleans since then. I'm currently at the school that I teach at, charging up my devices. They have power, but they don't have Wi-Fi or anything like that. So my Wi-Fi is pretty much non-existent. I think we got a direct hit from Hurricane Zeta on Wednesday night. So it was insane, man. It was dry. It was dry, meaning we didn't get a lot of rain. We didn't get any flooding or whatever. But the wind was insane. And the stuff that the wind did is pretty crazy. So things are, every time I want to say things are tapering off here, to where I could get to like recording more content and really getting into some quality content, then things start going nuts. As you also know, I'm a school teacher as well. Like I said, I'm in the school where I teach right now. And we've had all the COVID stuff and different schedules and stuff like that, and kids are just starting to return to school. So it's kind of crazy on that end. So yeah, there's the update. I'm here in my classroom, and yeah, I've got a piano here, but yeah, so no internet. Cell phone reception is really spotty. I'm surprised I was able to actually get on here and do a live, but yeah, man, that's what's going on. 2020 is like the gift that keeps giving, the gift that keeps giving. So I wanted to hop in real quick and just say what's up, especially to my homies, Fleece, Excellent, Bird, Brandy. If there's Bird, I call the bird. I call the bird's name and he appears. So yeah, man, that's what we doing. There's another storm apparently brewing in the Gulf right now. So we're gonna see what it do. I'm actually in the lower Ninth Ward right now. Just saw some of the homies, musician homies. They're out actually, as New Orleanians do, playing music out on the porch, and so. Hey Quest, I would love to talk bass right now. I don't have a bass in my hand. Like I was saying, I have no power. I have no internet. I'm at my school right now charging my devices, and then got to hit the road and go back, check on my mother, which is a whole other, tough thing. Mom is in hospice care right now, and so, if I were to be honest with you guys, I feel like the people that subscribe to the channel are you guys are cool. Y'all know what's happening or whatever. But if my mom lasted through the rest of 2020, I would be surprised. And so I've been making peace with that, but it also has been requiring me to have my attention really on her and her needs and things like that. So so yeah, hopefully, like I said, we've been without power for I lost power at my house on Wednesday at about 5 o'clock. Was in the middle of a good movie too, uh, um, and so um, they're talking about power being out throughout the weekend. I sure hope that's not the case. Oh, babe, I'm still there. Are you guys still there? There's 8 people. Who's still there? Who's still there on the live? Say something. Casillas, what's up, dude? Um, y'all should see this piano I have here. I like these old pianos, but this thing is like, it's ridiculous. Like the higher keys, like you press one down and like six of them play at the same time. Oh gosh, I'm rusty. Cassis, man, we hanging in there, bro. We hanging in there. I feel like a true New Orleanian again after being in California for 26 years. Damn it, I feel like a New Orleanian all over again because, because all the goddamn hurricanes. But I did do something last Saturday. It's healing in honor of Oakland, my second home. Whoa. It's still healing. Still healing. The Oakland oak tree. Yeah. Still healing. Got this done last Saturday. And interestingly enough, the guy who did it, so I got New Orleans on the front. Can you see that? Got NOLA on the front, Oakland in the back. The guy who did the tattoo for me is this cat named Taz, who I did not realize is also an actor, and he plays in that show, Queen Sugar. He was in 21 Jump Street and some other stuff as well. Very interesting character. But we had a good time. keep getting phone calls. Hey, Siri, put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Ha! Ah. I don't think those chords are right. They sound good to me. That's not right. Whatevs. This is what I got. This is what I got. You know what I found out? Bird. Fleece. You know what I found out? What are you going to do? What I found out in those Thieves in the Temple and Strange Relationship really have, like, you know, if you dig into like some Prince's stuff, there were some devices, some harmonic and melodic devices that he really liked to use, and he would borrow from places. For instance, Sometimes It Snows in April. It's really the same exact melody from Toy Box from Sheila E.'s Romance 1600 album. Dun, dun, I'm thinking about Glamorous Life, but this is the same. It's the same melody, but so that's a. So check it. There's a G minor. It's the minor one. Then there's this E flat major, which is the six, the flat six in G minor. E flat minor, which is the flat six, and then, sorry. Yeah. Then that D, but instead of being a D minor, which is what it would naturally be in the key, and instead of being a minor, it's a D major, or D major, could be a D major 7, which would be the 5 of G. That major third in the D major chord being a half step below the root, bringing it. There's that half step tension comes in. I'm no Rick Beato by any stretch of the imagination. I do like the theory when you can use it to explain why a thing feels a certain way. So we have that sound, that tension in the release. chorus. Voices from the sky say rely on your best friend. The pre-chorus. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't really, 'cause my own friend is you. Very classical sounding. So we go from, I didn't plan on talking about this. So we go to voices from the sky. So 4, minor 4 in the minor keys, G minor. The C is not major, it's minor. Part of this, you guys don't know this, part of this, me talking this out and like telling you is really reminding me of what it is and why it is. So, voices from the sky say rely on your best friend. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't really do it, 'cause my only friend is you. So we've got the C minor, and then back to that flat 6 again, or that minor 6. If you play bass and you watch this channel, one of the best things you could do for yourself, one of the best things, I don't know why I keep saying, but one of the best things you could do for yourself is get friendly with the piano. On Big Up Charles Ray Long from Tampa Bay, baby. What's up, Charles Ray Long? So yeah, so. But now, if you take that whole thing, so we got the 1 to flat 6 movement on Thieves in the Temple, but in Strange Relationships, no. We got a D minor and then a B flat. That's not a B. That is a G. Yeah, G. If I take all the other stuff out of me. Yeah, so we got D minor and then a G minor. Well, that's actually D minor being the minor 1, and then the G minor being the minor 4, right? We're talking minor scale harmony, so. But there's a. There's that Thieves in the Temple thing, which we know as the flat 6 of the minor 6. And then that major 5 of A going to the minor 1. So major 5. That's the thing about piano to me is like, or the keyboard instrument, is that you, unlike bass guitar, you have to, you cannot escape knowing how notes work together, you know. And when you hear a sound like this, as opposed to we got this sound. C natural to D major. I mean the D natural. And then C sharp, tension, release. There's a half step between. Play those notes like that together. Very tense. You see what I mean? Yeah, man. Cassis, what I suggest, man, like what I really suggest is start with the key of C major. Right? Start with the key of C major, and then that's not gonna help you. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Man, I'm glad to see you guys. Man, 2020 has sucked ass, isn't it? So all the white keys, you know that each one of those notes produces a scale. And each one of those scales has a corresponding chord. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major again, right? Minor, minor. And what's interesting is you have two minor chords back to back, and unless you play them, like if I play them in the context of C major, they sound major. I mean, they sound happy in context of that major scale and, you know, how you're moving them together, right? But now if I play the E minor by itself, all by itself, it's very clear that that's a minor chord. If I play the D minor by itself, it's very evident that that's minor. Sounds minor, right? Each one, I like to think about each one of those chords as like the scale as like a box of crayons, and each one of those things has a color, and how you put the colors together is what makes the whole picture, you know. And then knowing that in a major scale, 1 is always going to be major, 2 is always going to be minor, 3 is always going to be minor, 4 is always going to be major, 5 is always going to be major or dominant. Sorry, if we're talking about a 4-note chord, we're talking about 7th chords, it's going to be dominant. 6 is always going to be minor, and 7 is always going to be diminished. 7, I call the scary movie chord. Killer's coming to get you. It's dark. There's a hurricane outside. And then the sun. You see what I mean? I know for me, and then from there I learned that each one of those chords also had a job to do. It had a function. There are chord families, you know, why some chords could be substituted for other chords, why they work together. Like the 5 chord and the 7 chord both have the same function. They are dominant chords. Dominant chords always want to bring us back to 1, right? C major does sound like Lean on Me, but if you could do the same thing in, let's say, B flat major. Sorry. Because those you're going with the first 4 notes of the major scale, right? The bass line is going up the first 4 notes of the major scale, but really, if you dilute that a bit, you have 1 to 4, 1 to, I think, 2. Yeah. All right, guys, they're gonna kick me out of the building here soon, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I just wanted to pop in, check in, update. We're gonna do some more stuff soon. I don't want to speak too much on 2020, but I owe y'all some new content. So that's on me. And I think I'm like, Dak, man, come on. Um, uh, I'm gonna, what was I gonna say? Excellent, like totally threw me off. I miss you guys too, man. We was on a serious roll, and 2020 been like I ain't the only one. 2020 been kicking everybody in the ass. I can say that in the school building right now because ain't no kids here. You know what I mean? All right, guys. I'll catch up with y'all real soon. Catch me in all the usual places. Uh, if it ain't on YouTube, I'll be trying to post stuff. I'm gonna post some more stuff with some trees that been cracked in half around here on New Orleans. So on Instagram. So at Son of a Bass on Instagram. I'll catch y'all in a minute, man. All right. Peace and thanks, Fleece, Bird, excellent. All you cats for checking in on me all the time. I really appreciate it. Never forget.